Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's week ahead video, where we're going to be going over the major pairs, looking for context to where we are in the market cycle, and seeing if there's any nice harmonic setups to help us get into these positions in these trades. So before I start, trading is risky. CFD spread bets, options and futures, really high risk products. These signals aren't a personal recommendation to you, so you're not going to be afforded the protection a normal retail client would have. And lastly, Synergy is authorized and regulated to deliver this service. Let's start. So we had a good week in the end last week, ultimately. Trades playing out, bit of a delay. The previous week's trades seemed to come through, but we absolutely nailed it on the Swiss franc, sorry. The general theme across the board on some pretty clear-cut pairs. Obviously, we went short against the trend on GBP CHF and survived by a pip, which was crazy but true. And otherwise, that general theme continued, and we'll touch on it. But first up, what have we got served to us here? We have USD CAD. So USD CAD is one of the best looking setups out there at the minute. We have this structure. We have the first zone. We have the second zone. This first zone, the zone's been split in the middle just to chop people around a bit more. Let me just do that in the old dotted dashed. Okay, so lots of chop here. Look like trap moves as well, trap falses. So we're stuck at the minute at the inflection point here, the BC move. Price needs to break through, retest, and we'll be interested. But for now, not quite ready. But however, I do believe it has done. So this is what we want to look for. This has done a week of rise and a second week of rise. So this is actually pretty golden. So in a week of rise, second week of rise. And here you can see a 1, 2. So we're looking for a pullback, retest, and this is definitely one to consider for next week. Be an early move. USD CAD, AUD CAD. This one's easy as well. We're expecting a higher, move off this high low area. Pattern's really nice. 1, 2 all the way down. Trap false real. High, high, low. High, high, low. First leg, second leg. Gave us a second leg rather than just going. So there's a bit of a variation there. This is 1, this is 2, expecting higher. This is a move to get people caught out, really. You can see the 1, 2, 3. Wait for a close above here before we can entertain that. AUDCHF. It gave us our third. This was really nice. There's the 1, there's the 2, there's the 3. We were long in here. And that played out. We also like the way this looked on this time frame. You can see the 2 red consolidation zones. You can see the 3 trends, which are also the 3 harmonic moves. And you can see the 3s in this zone and the 3 hits to the low. You've also seen that price is still being contained in this peak formation. We're looking for a break and a retest. So far, I can see push 1, push 2. We're looking for push 3 to break the structure, and we'll keep an eye on that. AD entered D, starting to flash the bait. So the bait sign is flashing. This is waving a steak in front of a dog. This is trying to get me to buy. What we can see is it's a lower high, changing the sort of structure of a lot of this, to be fair to you. Even though this is a doji candle, it doesn't count. We're still just in contact, I believe, with this wick here and here. So it's not a clean break yet. We're back into the middle of the range. I am looking for shorts. There's no real trade just yet. Let me just see if it's done. So 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. It's completed 4 weeks, and that's not what markets work. They work in 3. So there's definitely a consolidation here to here, 24-hour piece of consolidation, and you've got the rise, and the rise. So we really are looking at a top here. It'll probably be a better entry to wait for it to break under here and retest. So past, nothing really doing. AUD USD, this is one that we have been stalking for a while, and we're inside here. Came back to entry, but ultimately this is one for long-term holds. Really showing its hand at the minute. We took this Gartley completion in line with the pattern, so we took a trade here on the apex of 2. You can see this 1, 3, 5 pattern. There was a Gartley here to get people into it, but we then had 3 pushes up. We've broken this structure here. That's 1. There'll be another entry when we break and retest here. But at the minute, this looking superb. Trade of the year, potentially already in the making. All of this we got short at 20. So those that are holding it and know how the strategy works, you buy and hold these trades, or you sell and hold them. This did come back to wash out those that took the right entry, and it's now back on course. It's a wonderful example. And obviously we're onto it. CAD CHF, this guy's done. We traded this. This was impressive as well, if I can say so. I think it's impressive. I'm sure you'll give me that benefit. So we saw the 1, 2, 3 down, and we saw the 1, 2. So we saw this 2 developing for a while, and it's given us a 3 now. It's given us 3 harmonics higher. It's a real beautiful setup. We've taken out structure here. We're taking out this structure as well. I'm expecting price to come back down to here, so not expecting much on that right now. CAD JPY, this guy has also completed. This is a big 2, and it's just making a 3rd at the moment. I'm not going crazy for it because it's such a big pattern. Look at the size of this ABCD governing it at the minute, the way price is rejecting here. It's a massive Gartley sell, but your stop would need to be a few thousand pips if you were taking that trade to pass. Euro AUD, one of the best, really. It's just amazing. Trades off the targeted entry again. You know, you're not making it up. It's off the targeted entry again. There's 1, there's 2. There's a Gartley to help it on its way. We've taken out the internal structure here. We haven't tested the top of this move here, but this just push 1, push 2. Can we say we're already in it? Are we already in it? We got in here. So what sort of drawdown? Well, we got in here and we took this, bear in mind. And now we have 1, 2. It's really setting itself up for a 3rd push higher. Definitely one to look at tomorrow. Euro AUD. Let me just measure how far it came into. Probably would have not survived that had we had not got the move first of all. Okay, Euro CAD. Let's have a look. Let me just check that actually. Let me just check that. Euro AUD. Bear with me. Forget it. Anyway, so Euro CAD, I'm not too keen on this. I'm not trading it yet. I don't like the way, I mean, I don't like the way it looks nice. There's level 1, but the way we've bounced here, break, retest. I'll leave an alert because I'm going to want to know when it does clear this little zone here. It's probably a bit too generous. There we go. But not one that's too easy on the eye. This rounding top is ultimately a consolidation zone after 3 up. Pass. Euro CHF beast mode, but still don't like the double bottom. But you can see the pattern here: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 harmonics in that last 3rd move, and just complete acceleration. We've taken out the previous last lower high. That's massive. And now we're going to backfill and see where this one wants to get back to. You know, it could come quite a way back, to be fair. We shall see. Long is the trade. Euro GBP. There's the first, there's the second. We got an ABCD at the lows, double bottom moving away in line with the pattern. Easy. Euro JPY. We've got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to the high. And then we saw this 1, 2, 3 as well that we sort of spotted. If you're silly or lucky, you will take this trade short and you'll make a lot of money. But for me, I'm just going to wait for it to show its hand in a more favorable position. Euro NZD, another beauty, real beauty, absolute beauty. We did take this as a short and made money on that as a counter trend, but this is, we've run out of pips now after what this could have done for us. So we don't have any, we're in it so much so that all targets have been hit. I think it was 300 odd pips we got in here. And how many pips did it give us? This is a real classic. 280, and it's still live. So we've got this big W here. Now my count's going to reset, and what we're seeing here is a break, retest. It could be a long here, you know. That could be it, and off it goes. But then you have to use your detective skills. You have to realize that the markets work to these harmonic moves. As you can see here, price is being held. So we're waiting for this sort of harmonic move lower. I'm looking for that again to retrace and start picking up. Ultimately, if it is really bullish, and we'll have to keep an eye on if it really is going to be bullish, you're going to see something like this happen. And then that's real longs. 1, 2, and the start of 3. That's a real boomy. And then all of this would be a big 1. There you have it. And within this, you got a 1. We're waiting for, this is really difficult because this is 1 and we're waiting for this 2 to develop. But at the minute, we're part of the trend. So you've got to be careful not to get caught out on that one. But it looks really good. Euro NZD, we are in it already, of course. We're not going to let these things get away from me. Right. Euro USD, we took this late on Friday. That's your setup. I can see a 1, I can see a 2, and I can see a Gartley at the 61.8% retracement. Pretty easy trade in line with the market cycle. High probability of a win here. We're talking 70% likelihood of a win. In line with the market cycle. Looks ugly. Really does look ugly. I wouldn't want to take this normally, but you do have to trust the patterns. Heavy red. Let's see how it goes. GBP AUD. real thing of beauty. First zone, second zone, creating that railway track off the targeted entry for a real launch higher. I want to be a part of that launch to the third zone, so I am going to set a reminder down to there. GBP CAD, so GBP CAD, first zone, second zone, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows within that second zone. So a serious area to be considering, but still haven't really got any structure that we've broken. So a bit trappy. GBP CHF, horrendous thing. I wish I never went short, but we got away with it. We got away with it, and it's come back down, and it's done 3 up, and it's completed the Gartley, and it is counter. We have hit plus 15. This is one to really think about now. So we should find this harmonic move here repeating itself down to here, and some of the other CHF patterns have completed their 3, so you would expect some weakness. GBP JPY, it's done the 1, the 2, 1, 2, 3 higher, so I'm not really getting involved there. GBP USD, this was a toss up between Euro USD and this one, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. We did send this previously in the week. This has also completed a really nice harmonic pattern. Let's show you it. You can probably see it. You don't need me to show you. Remember, these Gartleys aren't always going to look really pretty. Otherwise, everyone's going to be cleaning up. But the point is, they are there. They're in front of your eyes. You just need to recognize them, learn how to draw them. I'm not making this up. If you'd have taken that trade off that low, your drawdown would have been 1/4 of 1 pip, and you could have taken 46 pips just off that. We did that. We did that. That was the trade. Now we've come back, but being me, you can see the 1, the 2. It's going to give us a 3, but I think it's going to give us a 3. If we're unlucky, it will give us a 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. It's 1 day, 2 day, 3. And for me, if we measure the Fibonacci ratio here, we have come down to the 78% level, which is 12600. This is a trade in line with the market cycle. It's really nice. Say no more. Now, this is the one. This is the one that done me, that humbled me. You know, every good valiant warrior meets their maker one day and gets humbled. This one humbled me. Now, I always, I'm not going to let it go that it humbled me and that's it, move on. I'm finding out what I did wrong. I need to see what I did wrong. I'm finding it pretty hard, if I'm honest, to see where I've gone wrong here. Now, I definitely have, because it didn't play out. So what I can see is clear the structure. Even though I can see all this, it means nothing sometimes. I can see what the market wants to do. Really can. I can really see what the market wants to do directionally. However, even though I can see this, that we're really primed, it's the most aggressive point of the market, we identified this structure here. We have this ABCD Gartley, and you also have this 1, 2, 3 to the low double bottom break of structure. It's here. This is the thing that I overlooked, let's say. This is the last lower high. Technically, this is it, but it didn't create a new low here. This did. This was the last lower high. So that is the trap. That is the trap. Something like that is the trap sometimes. Now, what it means is it got me so good that it showed me this break of structure here and a retest. Then it showed me 1 and 2. And I actually took this trade here. I took it and we made money. On one of the older positions, we took it and we made money. Go back and look. But then we took it again. I took it again when we completed this Gartley here. And these extra stops here hammered me. Anyway, we're probably going to complete here and I'll be taking it again because I love it so much. But it'd be a risky entry. Trading's risky. Get used to it. NZDCHF. Another really nice one. This is a bit early in the peak. Got to be careful. Don't want to be pushing it too much. 1, 2 peak. It's not like AUDCHF, which is setting up much better. NZDJPY, this was the god, but it's showing an aggressive turn after giving 3 in the third pass. NZDUSD just showing us similar stuff to its sister. AUDUSD, wonderful pattern, insane. We were brave enough to call it. Go back and look at the signals. That's going to be an awesome trade. Gold, it's completed 3 up, 1, 2, 3, and the pattern's complete. Big ABCD still to play. High, 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 low, high, 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 low. 1, 2, probably gives another 3. Pass, not too interested if I'm honest. Moving on. Crude was setting up something. I'm not sure if I've missed it. I could have missed this. Why didn't my alarm go off? ABCD, remember? I've missed it. That's absolutely insane. I have missed that trade. 82.64 would have given me 200 pips already. Huh, what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Who does that? Jesus Christ. This is going to be such a good trade. I'll show you why. So the market maker's pattern is clear on this one. Clear. 1, 2, peak. And then we've got this. Jesus, I can't believe we missed this one. Wow. Madness. There we have it. We've got 1, 2, peak, double top. 1, 2, 3 to the low. There's no joke, guys. This is it. And we've completed a blooming Gartley sale. I mean, that is the most golden thing I've ever seen. And I'm actually pretty pissed we haven't taken that. That's mad. Anyway, it's there in front of you guys. So if you want to look for a real pattern, there it is. Dollar basket. We called this one, I'm afraid. Afraid to say it. 1, 2. We said it's going to give a 3. Gave us that. And it's now giving us this as well. We expect higher prices. This is a real tricky one for many to see the pattern clearly. So a lot of people are seeing Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm not seeing it like that. I'm not seeing it like that, unfortunately. I'm seeing it like this. I'm seeing all of this as a peak, you know. This is the zone. So we're actually very early in the cycle of a bit of dollar strength, which it seems to be giving here. So what we've just done is made a first zone of consolidation, and we're just breaking and retesting it. That's really bullish, frighteningly bullish. So that's how I see that. Euro, USD CAD shown already, USD CHF, massive ABCD completed, making a reaction, giving us 3 clear moves up, lower lows and lower highs. Ultimately, we are, there you go. What more can I say? We've completed the harmonic move up. That's it. There you go. So listen, I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions, please reach out, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Cheers.